The Vietnam War, also known by other names, was a conflict in Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia from 1st November 1955 to the fall of Saigon on 30th April 1975. It was the second of the Indochina Wars and was officially fought between North Vietnam and South Vietnam. North Vietnam was supported by the Soviet Union, China, 14, and other communist allies. South Vietnam was supported by the United States and other anti-communist allies. 61, 62. The war is widely considered to be a Cold War era proxy war. 63. It lasted almost 20 years, with direct US involvement ending in 1973. The conflict also spilled over into neighboring states, exacerbating the Lao Tia Civil War and the Cambodian Civil War, which ended with all three countries becoming communist states by 1975. Result: North Vietnamese and Viet Cong PRG victory. Withdrawal of US coalition's forces from Vietnam in 1973 after the Paris Peace Accords. Communist forces take power in South Vietnam, Cambodia and Laos. Start of the Boat People and Refugee Crisis. Start of the Cambodian Genocide and the Third Indochina War. Territorial changes. Reunification of North Vietnam and South Vietnam into the Socialist Republic of Vietnam in 1976. Civil War and resulting in a US avian counter-invasion. In 1969, following the election of US President Richard Nixon, a policy of Vietnamization began, which saw the conflict fought by an expanded ASEAN, with US forces sidelined and increasingly demoralized by domestic opposition and reduced recruitment. US ground forces had largely withdrawn by early 1972 and their operations were limited to air support, artillery support, advisors, and material shipments. The ASEAN, with US support, stopped the large Pavan offensive during the Easter Offensive of 1972. The offensive failed to subdue South Vietnam, but the civilians killed ranged from 966,000. Easter Offensive of 1972. The offensive failed to subdue South Vietnam, but the ASEAN itself failed to recapture all lost territory, leaving its military situation difficult. The Paris Peace Accords of January 1973 saw all US forces withdrawn. 69, 457. The peace accords were broken almost immediately, and fighting continued for 2 more years. Phnom Penh fell to the Khmer Rouge on 17 April 1975, while the 1975 Spring Offensive saw the fall of Saigon to the Pavan on 30th April. This marked the end of the war, and North and South Vietnam were reunified the following year. The war exacted an enormous human